Hello everyone, Killikardovine here playing Pro Cycling Manager 2020. We are gonna go to the World Championship and first we're gonna do the time trial. Uh, France is sending this team, Anthony Roux, Julian Alaphilippe, Pierre Latour, and then we are gonna go as well. You can see it is 38.8 kilometers long and it counts as a hilly time trial because there is a decent climb towards the end here. That means we need to be strong at the end of this time trial. Favorites: Krag Andersen, Alaphilippe, Kung, Pedersen, Thomas, Askren, Campenarts, Castroviejo, Ganna. We are not amongst the favorites to win this, but I'm hoping we will at least be in the top 10. If we have a good race day conditioning, I think we're gonna compete for the victory, at least as far as the skill of our rider will go. Maybe I also need to be at my peak. Tactics for this one would be save strength early on, be able to go as fast as possible when it is uphill, at least in this part here. Ooh, it's going to be a tough one, but yeah, only way to find out is to just ride. Get ready to start here in this. Where are we actually? I have no idea where we are. I guess it doesn't really matter. I think it was Austria. I'm not sure. Either way, +2 on race day conditioning. That is the normal one since we are in a fitness peak. I think we are. Ooh, it's really hard to tell what the bar is doing. We are gaining a little bit of yellow bar. There is a little bit of a downhill, but very, very small. It's less than 1% or at least peaking at 1%. I think we can go 75 effort then. Is that too fast? I want a lot of yellow bar towards the end of this stage. 72. We're gonna gamble with 72, see where that will take us. But this is where we can either lose this time trial or win it. If that makes sense, if we have the strength to fight in that climb. We are gaining a lot of yellow bar, but that's totally fine. We're gonna go up to the first time check very soon. Tony Martin is in the lead at the moment. Not a lot of riders might yeah, I'm not sure. Many of the favorites probably haven't started yet. But Tony Martin is an amazing time trialist, so it's not weird if he would win this. We're gonna be quite far behind, yeah, 31 seconds behind. Our yellow bar is not as big as I would have liked it. We need to go down to 70 then. Let's speed up the game and see where that will take us. Are we gaining any more yellow bar now when it's not the downhill? Hmm. There is a slight uphill at the moment. We are gaining maybe a little bit. Actually, Latour takes the lead at the goal line. Pierre Latour takes the lead at the goal line. He is also from France, but I don't really care about that at the moment. We're getting close to this time check. We are not. I'm not sure if this yellow bar is good enough actually, but you need to wait and see. We are actually catching someone in the road here, so we can't be doing that poorly. Pierre Latour, our teammate, was in 6th place for the first time check, and he is in 3rd place. We are in 16th place. For that time check, we are 1 minute and 18 seconds behind. 1 minute and 18 seconds behind. I was about to say 16. 75 effort here in this first climb, then 70 effort, and then we need to do 80 85, 85, 85. This is the most important climb of the day. Chris Froome, you are getting demolished as we go fast here. Okay, 85 was probably too fast. 80 effort then. 80 effort will still allow us to gain a ton of time. Pierre Latour is still in the lead. Tony Martin, that started so strong, is 3 minutes and 14 seconds behind, so we know that this climb is where the winner will be determined. Of course, Pierre Latour have a big lead on us coming into this climb. We can see here we are 44 seconds for him, so we are more than half a minute behind him coming into this climb, but we are gaining a ton of time. I think we need to slow down to 75 effort. Maybe even go a little bit slower. We went in too hot in this climb, way too hot, and we need to make sure that we have yellow bar that can take us all the way to the goal line. So we're down to 72 effort at the moment, and there is actually more climbing to be done, so we need to slow down even more. 68. I need to lean in closer and just make sure. At the moment we have more yellow bar than goal line bar. At the moment we are fine, but this final climb might kill us. We know that we will have a good time here. Dillier, Bilbao, we have almost passed them at least. 68, 68 effort here for the final bit. Langeveld, the Ghent are ahead of us in the road. We should be able to win easily over them. Bilbao is out of strength. We have a little bit more to give. Just barely enough to take us over the line. Where will we end up? I want the lead. We take the lead. 1 minute and 6 seconds ahead of Pierre Latour. Castrovello, Filippo Ganna, they have set strong times. This is going to be exciting. Ooh. We have done what we can. Now we just need to sit here and wait. I will see you at the end screen. Did we do enough? We are at the top of the podium. We are the world champion when it comes to individual time trial. Jonathan Castrovello came in second place, 30 seconds behind us. And then Pierre Latour finished off the podium. What an amazing performance. There we have it. We are the world champion. Let's see it here as well. We get a few points. We don't really care. We care about this jersey here. The World Championship Time Trial jersey. This means that in all time trial events that we will be riding, we will use this jersey. That's absolutely amazing. We are the world champion. Can we do it again when it comes to the road race? It's going to be very difficult, but we are on a roll. UCI World Championship, and it's can't we see? Oh, here Austria, nice. Oh, that's a tough race. 266 kilometers long. The length is going to hurt a lot of people. A lot of climbs as well. That's going to hurt a lot of people. We will have +3 race day conditioning on this stage. Fitness peak +2 and objective +1. So hopefully we will have a massive boost to our stats, and we are going to need it. Will I be a free element? That is what I'm expecting. I would assume that we have a few others. We are actually a leader, Alaphilippe, and we are the leaders of the team. And at this point I get Madouas and Dubi. as helper, and we're gonna take advantage of Maduas. Plus 3 day, our stats should be great, and they are. Hmm. This might be the best chance we have to become a world championship road race rider, as we are already the world championship world champion for time trial. Oh, I'm just enjoying that so much. There have been some amazing racing from us lately, winning both in Quebec and Montreal, and especially in Montreal when we just barely managed to stay away from Michael Matthews in the sprint. That was absolutely amazing. Will it continue? Very long stage. We can have a look at it. We start off with some small climbs here. That's probably just to help the breakaway getting formed. Sometimes it is annoying when the mouse gets a bit stuck, and it can easily do that here when you're doing map things. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times we go around that climb, and then we end with a different climb close to the goal line, a downhill, and then kind of a flat towards the goal line. Hmm. We know that we are probably not the absolutely strongest when it comes to climbs. We are not the strongest when it comes to sprints, but maybe maybe we are just average enough at everything to make sure that we will be able to win this. Alaphilippe is the main favorite when if it gets into a sprint, I would assume. Maybe someone like Kwiatkowski as well. And we will, yeah, we just need to wait and see who will be there, and that will probably decide what we should do as well. Um, maybe maybe we just need to make sure we keep up with the top people, or maybe yeah, maybe we need to set the pace to make sure that we drop someone like Alaphilippe or Kwiatkowski. If we are able to do so, we will just need to wait and see. Very important to keep a good position as we go over all these climbs, because I would assume there will be a few falls today. Even if the weather is very good, there might be a few falls, and we need to avoid them. And we also need to avoid if there are attacks to make sure that we are on the correct side of where the peloton will break. We are, how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth time we go into this climb. The first serious attacks are coming. Our teammate Peters went, Nibali, Sakharin, Serri, Caruso. I would assume that Peters is the worst amongst them actually, but I don't think they will be able to win. It's way too early. Um, it will be interesting to see how far ahead they will be allowed to get, because they are strong. They are strong enough to climb very well. But I'm still thinking that the pace of the peloton, or maybe later the main group, will be strong enough. We are using 80 effort, mostly because I was scared after people attacking that the pace would get high. But it was fine. I think we're gonna keep 80 effort though, as in one of the next two climbs I'm going to assume people will start to make moves. And here we go, Kwiatkowski. He is the first real threat to attack. Uran, Mohoric, Kemna, Kelderman, Barguil, they are chasing. Madouas, our helper, is done. He is done for the day. Looks like we are able to follow. Yes, we are. Kwiatkowski actually got away. That looks totally fine. We are 28 people here in this main group. I think a few more people will catch up during the flat. And then we should be able to go faster than Kwiatkowski. We might, yeah, he didn't last long. But that shows that Kwiatkowski could be dangerous today. He is willing to attack. And I doubt that is the last time we see him. Even if he wasted a little bit of strength now, I'm sure he will be back. Maybe even in the next climb. 85 effort is the way to go from now on. Hopefully we can get back to full yellow bar. We can see that we have lost a ton of green bar already. Uh, Alaphilippe is a bit worse off than us at the moment. He have lost more yellow bar. Permanently, that is, or permanently for the rest of this race. So he's in a bit worse position than us. Madouas is back protecting us. We are 40 people in this group now. More people chasing back as well. Caruso is still, yeah, he was just caught as well. Who is setting the pace? It is Uran, but there goes Dennis and Serri. I am not worried about either of them. Even if they are strong, I think the pace of this group would be high enough. If not in this climb, then in the next two. Madouas, he will be done soon. Yet again, Michael Woods, Kwiatkowski, Roglic. That is a very dangerous group. Very, very dangerous, but they will not get away. Actually, I thought there would be a break. Oh, I was worried. I was very worried there would be a break and that we would be on the wrong side of that break. But we are fine. Kwiatkowski again. Yes. Woods as well. Sachman looks like he is going as well. That is a person from that is being lapped, probably. Who got away? Dumoulin, Sachman, Woods, Kwiatkowski, Yates. 5 people attacking. The pace is really fast. We are a bit worried here. Alaphilippe is giving us orders. We need to make sure that we are with this group, actually.
The riders must be careful. This downhill is known to be very dangerous.
We are still connected, that's fine. So 4 people got away. Kwiatkowski, Yates, Woods and Sachman. They have 24 seconds, 23 seconds. Will they be able to stay away during this downhill? I doubt that is possible. 10 people in this group, 4 people in front of us. Now I'm not sure if many will be able to get back during the flat section. The pace might not be that high, but people are more and more tired, so of course it's going to be more difficult. And we saw that it is not strength that is our main enemy, it is speed. So we need to be on our toes coming into the next climb, because I feel like it's going to be very fast yet again. It's going to be not mountain pace, but hilly pace up these mountains. Are we getting close to the mountain again? Yeah, but not yet. You're gonna start with a small climb. Just a small increase there by about 4%. The gap is 50 seconds, more than 50 seconds now.
And it's a swift acceleration by Maximilian Schachmann.
They are fighting amongst themselves. But that means... Oh, someone is attacking. Was that Mohoric? No, it's Roglic. Oh, it's Roglic. That's super dangerous. I need to be at 85 effort. I was just using 75 for the flat part, and that was something I need to be on top of actually. 89 effort for now because Alaphilippe is pacing really fast. Let's go down to 80 because it looks like it slowed down a little bit. What's happening to the people ahead of us? The Roglic is with them, but looks like Alaphilippe is riding fast enough. Nope, pace died again. They are attacking amongst themselves. We see Bernal and Roglic are trying to get away. But it's still more than 21 kilometers left. Hmm. How far behind are we actually? We're 2 minutes behind. Yeah, Haig, you have the right idea. We need to move. I'm gonna move up to 85 effort, but because it feels like we are one of the stronger, so maybe we can close the gap up to the others and drop a few more people here. 6 people are following us at the moment. We are able to get Woods, Kwiatkowski, and Yates, I guess. Yeah, come on.
They're over the top and heading towards
Uh,
the other side at
we
a pace
didn't
that
we
might
didn't
even
find
get
them.
some strength back.
They are still a few seconds ahead of us. I think it said 15. How far behind? We are
Switching
1
kilometers to the
minute.
finish
So
line.
the pacing we did there was really helpful. We gained more than a minute on the front people. Bernal, so that was really good, a strong performance in that climb. And now we know that we are really strong, so maybe we need to be the person to set the pace up this final climb of the day. The gaps, the gaps are smaller now than they were at the
This
top
climb
of the
features some
climb.
dreadful percentages.
Yeah, this is good. The Marque is pacing, he's doing really good. Hmm.
A rider has just fallen.
Who is in this group? Is Kwiatkowski here as well?
There's now
No,
just one
Kwiatkowski
minute
is
left.
behind us, so it's just Alaphilippe that we are super worried about. I'm sure there are a few more excellent climbers. We are gonna set the pace here. We are gonna decide this World Championship road race. 80 effort, we are going. 6 people are able to follow us. How much more to the top of this climb? It's not much more. We're gonna go 85 for the last bit. Push it, push it, push it. 4 people in this group. Whew. Now we're gonna maintain position. It is Fuglsang, Benoot, and I think it was Tom Dumoulin. Yes. Who is behind us? Who is behind us? Haig, Marky. I think out of these, take the energy gel. It's too late for energy gel probably. Out of these riders, we should be the strongest.
We're into the
We
last 5
should
kilometers.
be the strongest out of these 4. 89 effort. We are using all our skills. We are just waiting for the sprint. It is downhill at the moment. Pace. We're gonna set the pace. 89 effort. Whew.
Watch
2
out, there are
kilometers left to
people
go.
slowing behind.
Start the sprint.
They're
We're gonna
looking
start the
like a
sprint
race for the
first.
final
We
sprint.
should win this. We should win this. No. Oh, yes. Yes, we are the world champion.
A
In
great victory.
Innsbruck,
He didn't
Killer
overextend
Cow
himself. He was
wins
certainly the
the
smartest
world
of them.
championship ahead of Benoot. Tom Dumoulin, Fuglsang a few seconds behind. Jack Haig, De Marchi. Ooh, that's a massive performance.
The riders bringing up their rear end
Bernal
with
is
sheer
also
willpower.
gonna
This
get
stage puts a
8th
real strength
place
test.
also. Alaphilippe is in 9th place and Kwiatkowski in 13th place. So that was amazing that we were able to pace. We were strong. We were super strong on this stage. The +3 race day conditioning really helped. And Yeah, we managed to break the strong sprinters and then we could just sprint it for ourselves. We are waiting on the last people to finish here.
And here are the race highlights that we
There we
selected
have
for
it.
you.
Let's go to the podium. We are at the top. We win 4 seconds ahead of Benoit and 6 seconds ahead of Tom Dumoulin. Wow. I'm super happy that we were able to take both the time trial and the road race. I didn't think that would happen. We're gonna move forward here. We're gonna check this page. It was really, really tough, but we had what it took to win on this route, this circuit in Austria. It was perfect for us, apparently. A few points for that, but this is the important one. We will be riding in the World Champion jersey. That's absolutely amazing. I think, yeah, this is. I shouldn't end this season here. I'm gonna push forward, play a little bit on my own, and then we're gonna have a summer. Maybe we will do one more race actually, Lombardia. But if we could do something like this in Lombardia as well, I will ride race a little bit on my own. Next up is Milano Torino. Maybe we should ride Lombardia in this episode as well, and then we're gonna do the end of the season, a summary of what we have accomplished or something like that, and what we have to look forward for, uh, look forward coming into the next season, things like that. So this is not the end of the episode. The end of the episode. We're gonna do one more race, even if it's going to be a massively long episode, and then we're gonna end the season in some way.
The riders
Milano
racing
Torino,
together have
we
made it
managed
through
to
sheer
win it
willpower.
ahead of
This stage
Lutsenko,
was a real
Alaphilippe.
strength
We
step.
managed to beat Alaphilippe in the sprint. That was actually really strong. We were ahead of him. He came really strong, but then we sprinted past him the last 200 meters. I did go to the Chinese and said we will not be going to the tour in Guangxi this season, maybe another season. Uh, Lombardia is about to start, and we're also gonna do Paris tours, mostly just because it is an objective for the team. But yeah, maybe I will just show the results from that one. Lombardia, this is important competition. Our race day conditioning um, +1 because our fitness peak is still going on, but I guess this might be the last day or the second to last day. We will see if we will have any fitness peak bonus uh, in Paris Tours as well. Interesting stage, a lot of big climbs, but the last big climb is quite far from the goal line, and yeah, it will be interesting to see what happens in these climbs actually. Will we drop most of the dangerous people? Who are the favorites? Miguel Angel Lopez, Alaphilippe, we are actually up there as well. High expectations by the team here in
Ready to
Lombardia.
win.
Top 3, they want us to be in the top 3, but our race day conditioning is -3. Mountain and hills are not affected, but the stamina, resistance,
Some team
and
managers mustn't appreciate
downhill
the fact that there is a breakaway.
have
Given that the
taken a
pack is
big
increasing
hit
speed.
for us. This is going to be difficult. We probably need to be more passive than we have been riding lately.
Attack! It's
What
a
is
good way to
actually
get started to
happening?
get
We are
confidence.
at the back of the peloton. I do not like that. I will improve our position. Let's have a look here at the profile. Nice climb. Oh, that's a nice climb. It's a nice. Not really sure about the second part of this, the double climb there, because the last part of that is not very steep. We would have liked to see it be more difficult. And then that final little bump towards the goal line. Will we be able to keep up there? That is the main question, I think. Um,
There's now more than a minute
I'm
between.
doubting we will be able to win this, but we're gonna compete for the best possible position we can get. Some strong people have attacked. It is Alaphilippe who went first. He actually attacked twice in this climb. Bardet and Hugita were able to follow him for the second attack. People are dropping off quite fast here. We are in the first of this double climb. We are trying to be defensive, just riding to keep up. We are dropping back a little bit. We should be worried that the main group will break into two. But so far we are able to follow here. There are 8 people ahead of us. 8 people ahead of us. Will we be able to get some of them? We are super tired. We are struggling here with the yellow bar. I don't want to push our rider any more than we are at the moment. 4 people ahead of the 16-man group now.
Falling behind. A team leader is falling behind.
This should be fine. This should be fine. Sachman, Bardet up in front. Higuita and Yates are behind them.
And it's a swift acceleration by
We need to have
Maximilian
a good
Schussmann.
downhill now. A very good downhill.
So now it's the descent. It's less physically exhausting than a climb, but it's more stressful.
We
as
were
the riders
lucky
must
that
choose their
one of our
trajectory well
teammates
and
were able
maintain a
to
good
get us
position on the
water
bike.
before they all dropped. It was Vakoch. He got us the water at the last minute, I guess. Ooh, 34 kilometers left to go. And if we can just survive this next climb in a decent position, we should be able to compete for the victory.
Acceleration by Bardet.
Roman Bardet is still trying to make things happen up in front. Roglic. Pinot is attacking. That is a big attack by Pinot. You can see that we were blinking red with 85 effort. Do we need to go up to 89 effort just to make sure we can keep up here? Yes, that needs to happen. This is really tough. Very, very tough. Higuita will not last much longer up in front. I want to have a look at what is happening up in front, but Higuita is actually holding on. Wow, attack, attack, attack. People are attacking. 93 effort. Do we have the strength to get back to this group? This is going to take a lot of strength from us. But we make it. We make it back. 85 effort is enough for now. We can't go faster than that. Bardet, Sachman, Dumoulin, Higuita are in front of us in this climb at the moment. We are at the easy part of the climb. The peak is just around the corner. 12 people in this chasing group. 26 kilometers left to go as we enter the not yet in the downhill. There we are in the downhill. We're gonna speed up the game 4 times the speed, since nothing should happen in this downhill. We are quite far behind. We are we are not in a position to win this. We had a little bit more strength at the top of that climb. Could we have gone for something? Ooh, they're riding fast
Uran's
now.
fallen.
Rigoberto Urán, he was far, far behind and he fell, so it's not going to impact the outcome of this race.
The
We
riders
are
are
2
entering the
minutes
last 10
behind.
kilometers of the
Is
stage.
it Bardet up in front? Yes, it is Bardet. 10 kilometer mark. Higuita will be the first from the breakaway to give up here. Kwiatkowski is giving it all he got. Looks like Alaphilippe might be... Nope, no one wants to chase. No one wants to be the one to chase. How far behind are we? It's still almost 2 minutes as we are losing time. It's going to be Bardet who takes
The
this.
riders are entering the last
He
lap
is
kilometers
1
of the
minute
sprint.
ahead of the two people chasing him. We took the energy gel. We still need to prepare for this climb. We're gonna use the aerodynamic skill. We're gonna use the sneaking
This
skill as
climb
we enter
features some
this climb.
technical percentages.
Can we gain any positions? Does this count as a cobblestone? No, it doesn't really look like it. Well, it looked like it on the street, but it didn't look like it. Like the game was registering it as. Actually, we didn't take the sneaking skill. That was a big mistake.
The
We are
riders are moving
trying
to the
to
descent
move
towards the
up
finishing
now
line.
to the front of this group at least. We know that Alaphilippe is here. We probably can't
A
beat him.
super victory for
Let's
Bardet.
start the sprint here. Bardet wins. He will be in 6th place, I guess. Yes. Bardet's winner, Tom Dumoulin, Sachman, Sam Omen, and Alaphilippe wins the main group sprint ahead of us. That we are in 6th place. I guess that is the expected result. We, I felt like I was riding pretty well. We could have done a little
Riders
bit
bringing up the
better,
rear
but
commitment
we
to
also
sheer
were
willpower.
challenged by
This
the
stage was
limits
a
of our
rare
rider on this
example.
stage. Perhaps saying the limits of our rider was a bit harsh. Harsh? Actually, it was Sam Oman who won the sprint. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because I didn't say that he was in the breakaway. Um, doesn't really matter. But back to our rider, probably it wasn't the limits of our rider, it was our expectations of the limit of our rider that was holding us back. I was a bit scared he would break, so therefore I was afraid to push him to the point where he would break. So no Il Lombardia win for us. Still, this end of the season have been very strong. There are a few more races left for other teams to do. Um, I will push forward a month or so in the game, and then I will do a summary of the season just from the stats we have available to us. October 21st, no more racing to be done as far as I know. Yep, the Chinese tour is over and Chrono Destination have been ridden. That means the season is completed. Our new team, Groupama FTG, they will be in the World Tour. They are ranked as the 5th best team at the moment. Or they will be ranked as the 5th best team coming into the next season as all transfers are completed. Team Ineos, Team Jumbo, Deceuninck, Hansgrohe Borra, they will be the top teams in the projection index for the next season. Individual World Tour, we are the winner of the World Tour individual rankings. We have the most points. We are also the winner of the continental rankings. We have the most points there as well. And Super Prestige, we are the winner of that as well. We did not get the most victories, but we took a lot of victories towards the end of the season. Things were just coming together for us there at the end. Our team, this season we were in Cyclist, the second season we had for them, or Team Direct Energy as they were originally called. We finished just behind Groupama FTG in the World Tour rankings, still a good performance by both teams. Continental, we were ranked second place. That is Actually a bit of a surprise that this team overtook us because Israel Startup Nation had a massive lead, I think, at one point. They must have had a bad performance towards the end. Super Prestige, our team is in 5th place, just ahead of the new team we will be riding for Groupama after. Hopefully we can make a difference for our new team and propel them a little bit higher in this list. Victories, we had 22 as a team. That is very strong. You can see Israel Startup Nation had 29, so that is why they had so many points there early on. Um, Transfers. We can see that our old team, as I'm gonna call them now, as we are about to move on, didn't really sign anyone that we could have used for the next season. So I'm very happy with our efforts to move to a new team. That was uh, the choice for us. Best choice for us, yes, absolutely. Um, can we see anything here for our new team? A lot of signings coming in. Yeah. There we have them. Phil Bauhaus and we are the biggest signings. Then they Raishan Bash and Anthony Roux both stay with the team. That's good. Duby, we saw him when we were riding the World Championship. He was pretty good help for us at that point, so maybe we will be able to get help from him next season. Oh, it's really late. I should go and sleep, but I'm gonna do that very soon. Um, yeah, and then we have a few riders that we don't know anything about here. So it will be interesting to see. We know that we will have more help than we have had this season. Uh, Excellent season for us. Very, very strong season. We took some very big wins in some very, very big competitions. We failed to win Tour de France, but coming in second place was way above expectations for us. So we should be really happy with our performance there. And then the World Championship towards the end of the season. I I was hopeful we would be able to do it, but I know also that it's really difficult to accomplish that. It does feel like this version of the game, the 2020 version of Pro Cycling Manager, is easier than some of the previous editions. So maybe that is why we're seeing some success. I just want to make sure it's still on extreme, so the game is a little bit, or maybe even quite a lot easier than the previous editions. That's totally fine. I don't mind. Even if it is good, uh, the challenge in the previous version was really good because you can. When you went for extreme, it got really difficult, but it doesn't feel like that is the case anymore. The riders are going. Uh, they're riding very different in the mountains, especially. I feel like that is a big factor, but doesn't really matter. We have earned the victories, 2 classics, the jerseys in World Championship, and the 2 jerseys we get from Tour de France. We earned them, and we will continue to chase jerseys next season. And now when we are in the World Tour, we can pick any World Tour races we want. And I want to go for Giro d'Italia next. That would be our goal for the first part of the next season. Probably will not go to Tour de France then, but then go to Vuelta, so that we will have 2 Grand Tours next season. I think that will be uh, a lot of fun to have 2 of them in the same season, and then we will see if we will be able to accomplish getting any jerseys away from those two. Of course, there will be other races as well. We will probably at least not record episodes from smaller events, like we skipped the Larry H. Miller Tour of Utah this time around because I felt like the competition is very weak in these kind of tours now, so it's not as fun to just record us winning. We need to have challenges. Uh, so we will go to the best World Tour races, and hopefully we will get a lot of challenges that way, and especially in the Grand Tours. So that will be next season. Until then, I am Killer Cow Divine. Thank you all for watching.